We would like to welcome you to an in-depth investigation of Drew Pritchard. Drew, who is most known for his prominent role in the television series Salvage Hunters, has a life that is just as interesting as the treasures he unearths. Let us begin on a voyage that will take us through the highs and lows of his life, his passion for antiques, and the controversies that have surrounded his achievement. The beginning of Drew Pritchard's story takes place in North Wales, where he spent his childhood surrounded by the temptation of antiques and restoration. The seeds of Drew's future job were planted by his father, who was a self-employed signwriter and restorer of motorcycles and automobiles before Drew was born. A lot of the time, you could find little Drew investigating sheds, and he was completely captivated by the ancient things he found. His lifetime passion was sparked by this early infatuation, which created the foundation for his passion. Establishing a profession, from stained glass to antiques, is the topic of Chapter 2. By the time he was a teenager, Drew had already developed his talents as a conservator and restorer of stained glass. Purchasing and selling stained glass from a cathedral that had been demolished was his first big endeavor into the world of antiques. This was a stepping stone that led to the foundation of his shop, DP Classics, in the year 1987. Because Drew had such a great eye for historical objects, he would search via car boot sales, vintage fairs, and internet platforms. It was during one of these searches that he came across a rare Henry Moore maquette. Drew's rise to popularity was not the result of some random occurrence. Rather, it was a demonstration of his commitment and ability. It was his work as the host of Salvage Hunters that brought him to the attention of the general public. This show, which follows Drew as he travels across the United Kingdom in quest of long-lost artifacts, has become a huge success because it demonstrates his talent in locating and recovering discarded treasures. Moreover, his participation in related television programs such as Salvage Hunters, Classic Cars, and Three Men Four Wheels contributed to the further consolidation of his position in the realm of antiques and television. A roller coaster of events has been taking place in Drew's personal life behind the scenes of his achievements. The divorce of his marriage to Rebecca Jane, whom he had met while working for a real estate development company, took place in the year 2017. As a result of this defining moment, Drew decided to completely bin his old life and begin a new one in the West Country, where he currently dwells in a mansion that was renovated in the 19th century. A number of controversial events have occurred throughout Drew's life. After what is believed to have been a fight, he was once barred from entering any of the bars in his hometown. The enthusiasm that Drew has always had for collecting antiques and restoring them has stayed consistent, even throughout his entire career. In his businesses and homes, he displays the extensive collection of antiquities that he has amassed over the years. An 1820s Regency villa that was stuffed with magnificent and valuable antiques, including reclaimed ecclesiastical relics, was one of his most significant projects. He was responsible for refurbishing the cottage. Even though he has experienced both highs and lows, Drew's net worth, which is estimated to be $9 million, is a testament to his success in the television industry, as well as the antique restoration sector. Not only has he achieved financial success as a result of his skill to unearth and restore rare things, but he has also gained respect as an expert in his industry. The story of how Drew Pritchard went from being a curious youngster in North Wales to being a television sensation and a successful antique trader is one that is filled with passion, resiliency, and controversy. His story is a striking example of how a deeply ingrained desire can mold one's fate, guiding them through both victories and difficulties along the way. Despite the fact that we are still following the progression of his trip, Drew continues to be an intriguing figure in the world of television and antiques.